other people on roller coasters, fighter pilots. Duolingo, when a less spoken language in Europe known by most people. Duolingo, when an endangered minority language in US barely known by anyone. Game developers implementing summon mechanics in their video games, Nintendo trying to patent that mechanic. Gets granted hyperintelligence, goes senile immediately after mating. Windows 10 is getting deactivated soon. Windows 11 isn't even usable yet. When I see the class bully being beat up by someone else. NASCAR fans watching cars driving around in an oval for 5 hours straight. Netflix, Prime Video, Netflix, Hulu. Me, an introvert, random extrovert that liked me for no reason. The key to success according to rich people versus according to real life. Hard work, money, luck, knowing the right people. 2 rules to live by. 1. Don't tell people everything you know. And the second rule. We just need you to sacrifice for the good of the company. Next year you'll be rewarded. I have played these games before. School. You don't have to learn this now. You will learn in higher classes. University. I'm not gonna explain this. You should have learnt it in school. How the F did they build this without any hopping on a quick call with key stakeholders? Hish hish. I can hear them through the wall. When you miss 90s but love technology too. If you ever feel defective, just remember that there is a snake that looks like a 2-year-old made it. Don't mess with anything in the past, it can alter the timeline. Me accidentally squashing a bug. The Legend of Mario, Breath of the Wild. When you send a girl memes but she only sends back boots, that is not the law of equivalent exchange. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. He's probably thinking about another woman. I wonder whatever happened to Black Betty's child. Are they still wild? Did they do anything with their life? You're already doing that. Why would I even do that? This meme only makes sense if you read it backwards. In just a moment, those kids are going to learn so many new words. People telling me I'm using this format incorrectly. Me who doesn't care. By the way, I'm a physics expert and I know everything about it. Why does lightning come before thunder? Lag. When you finally win best performance of the year, but your family thinks you're talking about Netflix. Candace, mom, you have to see what Phineas and Ferb did. Look inside. Phineas and Ferb are standing doing nothing. 1 hour here is 7 years on Earth. Great, we wait here for her to reply to my message. Food supply, starving world population, Nintendo having patents on food. You get a phone call from your best friend. They had their annual HIV test. They tested positive. Your girlfriend is extremely upset. She calls her doctor to schedule a screening. She calls a bunch of your other guy friends and suggests they get tested. Kids these days will never understand that rent was so cheap the moment we turned 18. It was a DS. When a meme template has become overused, and you can prove it. Air fryer owners when they're about to eat some fried air. Documentary describing serial killers, prefers to be alone, has few friends, stays home a lot, me. Anime characters when they get into a fight and a massive geyser of blood comes out of their body, this but a scratch. Have you seen my baseball? That baseball is mine. Nintendo when I pirate their 20-year-old games. You're without doubt the worst pirate I have ever heard of. Me who didn't want to pay $20k to a stranger on the internet, but you have heard of me. People who piss on the toilet. People who piss in the shower. People who shit in the shower. You are the most beautiful person. Love, thank you for an ounce of your attention. You will now receive my constant and healthy and obsessive devotion. 2025, Nintendo getting patent on characters featured in series. 2047, Nintendo getting patent on Earth because Earth is featured in series. Me, finally sleeping in on Saturday. My neighbors, let's start drilling at 7 AM. I don't think anyone knows what without further ado means anymore. Every YouTube video is like, so without further ado let's get into it. But first, today's sponsor is my dude. That is literally further ado. Why is such a large part of early childhood education learning what sounds animals make? That's never going to come up. It's not even important if they ever meet those animals. I have never said moo to a cow and have it go thank you for learning about my culture. My wife wanted to climb the tree in our front yard to hang Christmas lights, but my toddler cried and begged her not to so she wouldn't get hurt. It was a warm, caring moment that showed how much she loves her mom. Moments later she suggested I climb the tree instead. 23-year-old me. I don't think he will recognize me. It's been a while. My primary school teacher at the market. Hello Peter. Your pee has a color meter to track hydration. That's some genius game design. When you're 36 and you learn Kevin's mom was 36 in Home Alone. Me addicted to bad posture, like why is it so comfortable to sit like a cooked shrimp? Some things are better left unsaid, which I often realize after I say them. The introverted urge to never pursue anyone romantically but still be sad about being single. When work cooked you so bad you get home and just sit like this for a while. Bro entered Nepal as travel vlogger and left as a freedom fighter. Shirts that have logos on them should be much cheaper than normal shirts, because by wearing the shirt you are advertising the brand for free. Why love one but eat the other? Yes, vegans. Why? How men shower, deep scrub, water will get it. You good in bed? Yep, haven't in 10 years. How I sleep knowing I can eat meat, veggies, dairy, lactose, gluten and have no allergies. How MFs with 729 absences describe the last day of school. Pennsylvania man speaks out after emotional support alligator is banned from Walmart. This place exists in everyone's hometown. I was arguing with my best friend and in the middle of it, she took her glasses off and said, I don't wanna see you right now. My mom. Son, you're adopted. My cousin. Check your passions that you may not be punished by them. Chickadee, check yourself before you wreck yourself. When everybody's going through drama but you're antisocial so nothing happens to you. My entire emotional stability being held up by the memories of the 3 pretty girls that have hugged me in my whole life. When you're mid and all of a sudden everyone wanna text you so you start multitasking. For the first time ever Annabelle was scared. 50 Cent clones himself. She now weigh $1. When the waiter finally brings out food but it's for the guy who ordered after you. I love you too. Did you think about the name of our children? Dude, I was just saying hello. My doctor about to be so mad. My girl told me her car wasn't driving smooth. Me having a degree, my job. Kids today, find out school is cancelled via text. Me, had to wake up at 5 AM and watch the bottom of the TV screen like the NFL draft. They chilled off my favorite character. That means they lived on in your heart. When you're completely done with everybody's shit. Nobody smiles harder than a Mexican who has no clue what you said. When you ask someone to wake you up early and they actually wake you up early. The DNA results confirm that not everyone is your brother. Put Ed in her braces, now my kid's behind bars. No one. American textbooks. Jack in the Box. Jack's in the Box. The Uber Eats delivery driver waiting for me to grab my food at the door so he could capture the delivery proof photo. Saw a person out in the wild with a WinRAR bag. pastelize after 30 days of fasting to beat Jesus' record. Jesus, get effed poser. If the singer from Foo Fighters shaved, he would look just like the drummer from Nirvana. Finding a funny or relatable TikTok video. Finding out that it's just an ad. I love how hotels will charge you $250 for smoking in your room, but you can literally jizz on anything you want and there's no charge. Am I the only one you have ever been with? Yes, all the others were 9s or 10s. Then. Now. Being productive. Watching memes for 4 hours straight. You are absent a lot and we must punish you. What is the punishment? Take a week off. The most unbelievable part of the Bible is a 32-year-old man with 12 close friends. Being nationalistic for real countries. Being nationalistic for fictional countries. Sir, put me down. I'm the manager. I have this weird self-esteem issue where I hate myself but still think I'm better than everyone else. Me when that blue shell F's up my perfect win in Mario Kart. We still talk about you. Mel Brooks wore a prosthetic sixth finger while leaving his handprints on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. For all those people who wore a mask while driving alone, the new outdoor seat belt is now available. My whole bloodline watching me pull the most gorgeous woman ever. Most girls in high-waisted pants. Me. Thinking about the past. Thinking about the future. When you're eating ribs and then this shows up on your feed. An Australian man typed every number from 1 to 1 million in words, not numbers, on his typewriter. It took him 16 years. When they put our memes up on the big screen at our trial. I'm so tired of that shit. Me knowing that our generation is effed, but at least the memes are good. I've been hacked, all my apes gone, this just sold, please help me. Wow, that's so shitty. I'm really sorry dude, but please change your profile picture since you no longer own it. When you're telling a story and you can tell nobody's paying attention, well, I'll just go F myself then. Me telling my problems to my pet. When your girlfriend's parents want to pay the bill but you went to the bathroom earlier. I paid it 35 minutes ago. Found Tarantino's burner car. Foot fetish. 2026 in 4 months. Bro, I haven't processed anything since 2021. Can you please wait? Without a queen to lay eggs, how will more British people be born? One of us will grow wings and fly off to colonize somewhere probably. Black clothes fresh out the laundry. Me. My cat shedding like it's a full-time job. Uber driver. Fun night. Me. Yapper online. Non-verbal in real life. You only live once. False. You live every day. You only lie once. Going to tell my kids this was Paramore. Wondering how I can get my wife the perfect Christmas gift when she already has me. Character with red hair and green eyes. Obviously Irish. Malnourished. What did they mean by this? I truly believe water can solve all of our problems. Weight loss. Drink water. Clear skin. Drink water. Tired of someone. Drown them. Songs that may be borderline offensive in 2025. Happy. When you're in the shower and hear something. Me and bro taking our first picture together after 10 years of friendship. Hi, I'm having a problem with Discord app. Discord. Oh no, sorry about that. Could you tell me exactly what is happening on the app? Everyone on it is a f***. Breaking news. New all-female only nightclub closes after women realize they have to buy their own drinks. The first bottle of Coca-Cola from 1894 contained around 3.5 grams of powder. Explains why our parents and grandparents could walk to and from school uphill both ways in the snow barefoot. Is the cure to male loneliness joining an elite brotherhood sworn to defend the Republic? How do I see you on a weekday from 9 to 5 if I work weekdays 9 to 5? Doctors, government, banks, figure it out. I love it when my pets sigh, like what ails you my little unemployed freeloader. Doctor walked out of operation for X with nurse. Disney planes, the penguins of Madagascar, Barbie, character named Skipper. How I look flying out of my mum's car windshield wearing my $33.18 Superman Halloween costume. Mom was texting and driving. Who is it, babe? It's my wife. She's going to be late because she's at the movies with you. Preparing for my trip to Italy. 8-year-old me faking stomach pain watching the doctor prescribe a long list of medicine. Crying about my body. 3 minutes later. Luke, I'm your father, and here is a check for some imperial credits. Those who raised you deserve some money from my vast fortune. Just paid my taxes. The road should be fixed any day now. Tinder profile. Tinder date. You, opening a pack of delicious treats while you watched a movie. Your partner who's under a diet control for a week. If you meet me in person you gotta be patient enough to get through my awkward or shy phase before I become cool. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, a German how much they paid for the driver's license. It's too late. I have already depicted you as the gluttonous ignorant pig unwilling to share his oats and me as the wise pig enlightened to the atrocities of the humans. I can sense the you need to go to church and confess. Me studying for the degree I chose myself. There's an infertile guy out there saving it for marriage just to find out he can't have a family. Forgot to switch off the light. Climate change is a hoax. I can't wait for Avatar 5. Click. Babe, have you seen my Tupperware? The Tupperware. Eric the Red realizing he can get people to settle a frozen wasteland if he calls it tight Eskimo Noisyland. Hot girls who I know are way out of my league in dating apps. The girl who is within my league. Me waiting for my back to stop hurting after I get off work. Shop. If you pay an additional $2 we will deliver your purchase to your home. My dad. Ladies, being a takes more than just being over 40-50 years old. You need your own house money and good credit. If you don't have any of that you're just a stray cat. Apple orange $39.
Spare change. Spare change, ma'am.